All right. Hey, Professor. So this is our final project demo. We have four people in our group. It's Sunny, Eric, Tarnjit, and Huiying. And yeah, I'll hope you enjoy it. Next slide.
Yeah, so for the overall architecture, we noticed in the beginning of the project, we had trouble like syncing everyone's data because we all use individual databases. So we ended up using a single database that we all had access to that was hosted on the cloud via AWS RDS. We also deployed a AWS S3 bucket so that we could deploy our pictures via URLs and have access to everyone's pictures on our on-sites. Beforehand, we stored the images locally, so like there was no way to like access like everyone's like local images. So we had to do this to like share our pictures. We also have user authentication and authorization via a field in our database called is logged in. When is logged in is set to true, we have a if statement that checks whether it's set to true, and if it is, then the user is authorized and they can do whatever they want. But if it's set to 0, then we redirect them always to the login page. And we have a market page in each one of our companies that has the links to everyone's website. So that's how we navigate throughout the market.
So for the main features of our website, we included all the features that were required for this project, including creating a user for the whole marketplace, which allows the user to go through each of our 4 different websites. The marketplace also allows the user to access these different websites through a market page. And we also provide tracking of the user of where they have visited throughout the marketplace, including like the different pages in each of our websites. We also give the user the ability to review all of the products in the marketplace. So for each of our 4 websites, we all have separate products. And once a user is logged into the marketplace, they can review and view any of those products. And we also give the user the ability to filter different of our different products and services that we offer in our marketplace. And the basic ones that were assigned were the most visited and best rating.
And we also added some extra features to improve the user experience in our site. For example, so for our we have a user profile page. So it gives a way for the user to customize their profile, add a picture. So whenever they add a review, other users can see who added a review and what their picture looks like, who their name is. And they can also add their like Instagram tags, social media tags, for other users to see. And we also added a user authentication, as mentioned earlier by Sunny. So basically, we will check the database to see if the user is logged in, and like added security for our websites. And we also give multiple ways of viewing the top 5 products. Whether it's top 5 most visited from all companies, top 5 reviewed from all companies, or top 5 reviewed from maybe one company like E&L Realty. And last but not least, we also added some really nice UIs to our site. So we mostly use a combination of Bootstrap and jQuery. So Bootstrap gives like a good way for a responsive website. So whenever you resize and things like that, it looks good, and also has some really good styles that we really liked. So that's what we did. Next slide.
So when we try to finish our project, we face some challenges. At first, we decide to use the database to hold the user data and then the reviews data. However, 2 of our members have trouble to create new database with their old host. So they decided to switch to Heroku for deployment. After that, we also find it's difficulty to maintain consistent style for all of our websites because we all have the different style before. Last but not least, we also have difficulty to check the user which page the user visits in the marketplace. Thankfully, we figure out how to check it. Let's go to the demo. So For the test case 1, we will manually go to the index.php from the website, and then we change it to the login.php. Okay, yeah. And then why it will change? Because the user does not log in, then then it will direct from the index.php to the login PHP to ask the user login first. And then we will try to create a new user, sign up, yeah, and then enter the necessary information. The first one is the email address, and then first name, last name, password. Yeah, and then create a new user. Now, then we try to log in with the new user information. Okay, we successfully log in the Daily Fresh page, and then I will pass to Tarjun to talk more about the review product.
Okay, so this is Huiying's Daily Fresh website. From this website, she has various products. So if we navigate to the products page, we can see the different products that are offered by her website, Daily Fresh. And if a user is interested in any of these products, they can click on one of them to get more information on them. So after clicking the Asian pear, you get a small description of what the product is. You also see what the cost is and how much pounds you can get for that amount. And under that, you can also see if any users have left any reviews. For here, we can see that LeBron James says that it tastes very good, but it's way too expensive for him. And as you can see, he gave it 3 stars. And it also shows the date and time of when he submitted that review so that the user knows if the person came by recently or if it was a long time ago. We also offer for each of our products a way for the users to submit their own ratings if they feel like it. So for on the bottom here, the user can decide on how many stars they want to give the product, 1 through 5, and they can add a written review that they want to share with others. And here we're going to say LeBron James is lying. And you can submit it. After submitting the review, you can go back to the product and see that the new review has been listed here by the user that we currently signed in as, Timmy Turner. And you can see the stars are now 1 out of 5. And it also has the updated date and time. And now, if we navigate to the market page, as you can see, the market page is the main marketplace page that we have in all of our websites that basically show the different websites a user can access through our marketplace. So currently we have 4 different websites that the user can go to if he wants to learn more about their products and services or just generally view them if they feel like it. So for now, we'll go to Eric's website, ENL Realty. And from here, you can see this is Eric's homepage. And as you can see, we weren't prompted with the login by going to Eric's page. That's because the user that logged in Huiying's website previously is authenticated for all of our websites now. So if they log out, then they will be logged out for all of the marketplace. And our user is persistent through our marketplace. So now if we go to Eric's product and services tab, we can see the different products that his website offers. So we can see that he has various ones as well. And if you go to the top and click the buying or selling house one, you can get a better description of what the service is and a nice picture. And we can also leave a review here if we wanted as well. We give it a 5-star and say it's very cool. And we can submit it and then go down and you can see that it got updated. And you can see earlier someone else had left a review as well. And now we can go back to the market page and Eric will go a little bit more detail into how the user tracking works for our marketplace.
Yeah, so as you can see here, the user can view the last 10 pages they visited previously. So, you can see that from where we were at in Huiying site at Daily Fresh. You know, you see the products that we visit Asian Pair and we left the reviews. So, you know, you can see that we went there. You can also see that where we were at in terms of the product. So we went to the product, went to buying, selling, left a review. So basically, we used the PHP sessions to track our users. And basically, every time that there's more than 10, the user visited more than 10 pages, we pop out the oldest page, and you know, and we keep doing that. You know, pop out the oldest page, append the newest page. You know, and that's how we keep the table manageable, and also the user is able to like keep track based on this. And I also will go on next to the filter option. So here the user can view the top 5 for, you know, for the products. So right now for default, they can see the top 5 rated products from all companies. Basically, this SQL query takes the average rating and compares it. You know, gives you like the top 5. So another thing is the user can do is they can view the top 5 review for, you know, their current company. You know, it could be E&L Realty, top 5 for super experience. They can also do top 5 for them, you know, the most visited, top 5 for, you know, the most visited in E&L Realty, or top 5 most visited in Daily Fresh. So it's very customizable. User can, you know, see all the statistics, you know, among the products they want to see in the marketplace. And I'll pass it on to Sunny, who will explain the profile.
Yeah, so now from the marketplace, I'll click my link to go to the website. And then you can see we enter my website with the homepage. So I'll immediately go to the user profile page, which we mentioned in the presentation. So we noticed like in the beginning that for one of our labs, we had to enter in a first name and a last name, as well as an address, a mobile address, and home phone number for the user. But that wasn't being used anywhere in the website. So we decided to create a user profile page. And the user here has the option to, as you can see on the left, they have the option of having their own profile picture, as well as the option to edit their own like profile information. So right now I'll click the plus icon. Well, also by default, like everyone's profile picture when they create an account is this anonymous person. So I'll click the plus icon now, and I'll change the image in the profile picture. And you can see the image gets changed to LeBron James. So the way this works is that I use the AWS SDK with PHP in this profile page. And basically whenever a user uploads an image from their like local files, it will send this image to our S3 bucket, which will return us a URL to that image, and it will basically set that value in our database for the user. So even if I log out from this profile and I come back to this page, the profile picture is going to stay the same because this image URL is stored in our database. So like I said, another thing we can do is edit the user information. So full name, email, all of this, as well as their various social media information. So if I click the edit icon, it will open up this update user profile modal where we can change things. So for example, I'll change all the things that aren't currently entered. These things are already defined because when we registered our user, we had to define a first name, last name, and email. And password is obviously like not shown for obvious reasons. So I'll enter in the email, or I'll enter in a phone number, and then I'll copy this, and then I'll slightly change it, then the address, and then Twitter, and then Instagram, and then Facebook. And then when I click update, you can see these various fields got changed. So they not only got changed in this view, but they're also stored in our database. So just like the profile picture when we log out, and when we come back to this user profile, we'll have all this information still there. And also it's worth mentioning, when we log in, we take all the data from our database for the user and we store them into session variables. So that's how we're basically reading in all these values. It's via PHP sessions. And one more thing worth mentioning in the user profile is that we have a history and reviews table. So just like in the marketplace, in your user profile, you can see your history, all the pages you visited in the marketplace, as well as all the reviews you've written. So through our various sites, right? Remember the first review we wrote was for Huiying's website for the fruit. So we said LeBron is lying to you. And then we went to Eric's website for the buying or selling house. And we said, cool dude for the product. So you can see all the reviews for this particular user are recorded here. So now I'll log out and then I'll quickly log back in to this site and then go back to the user profile just to show that the data is still there because it was stored in our database. As you can see, the profile picture is still the same and all the info we added is still there.
Okay, and now for the last 4 minutes of our demo, we'll quickly go through each of our websites to just show some basic functionality that we took for designing our UI. So we can start off with Sunny's website.
Yeah, so like I showed before, like when I log into my website, it immediately shows the home page. So like when you first go in here, it's just basically a banner that like slowly fades in as you load the page, as well as my company logo and a brief like company statement. And then in our labs, we had to make separate pages for the about and the news section, but I basically decided to include both of those in my home page. So I have an about section which says, who are we? And I have a news section saying like how coronavirus has affected my company. And then at the end of my homepage, I have like all the sister companies in our market and just images of their company logos as well as their names here. So like I showed before, I have the user profile here. And then, oh, 1 second, accidentally logged out. And then another thing I have is the products. So if I click basketballs, for example, like it'll show the description of the product as well as the image, and you can give a rating and add your own review. And it also shows all the reviews of users who have already left it. So you can basically use this to see like how users have rated the product so far. So I'll go back to the market page and then I'll go to Tarnjit's website and I'll let him explain his UI.
Okay, I'll briefly go over my website. So when users log into the homepage here, you get a basic website to get a better, nice description of what my company offers. And if you scroll down, you will have more pages where you can click buttons to go check the about section and learn more about what our company offers. So if you go to the about page, you can learn a little bit more about what my website offers. And for example, the new track that we have that allows customers to test ride their motorcycles. And if you scroll down, there's a small gallery of our best bikes that you can look at if you want. And if you go to the products and services page, you can take a look at all the various products I have if you scroll down in the different motorcycles if a user wants to buy any of them. And it gives a nice description of their power and their speed if you want a little bit more information on it. And I also have a news section. If you go to the news section from the top, it just briefly shows any new news that we have, like our track getting resurfaced and a new bike that we added. And if you go to the market page, you can see it's the same market page that all of our marketplaces have at the same time. And if you scroll down, all the way down, you can see that we also have the same filter options and the user tracking. And now we will check out the next website, which is Eric's website, ENL Realty.
Thank you. So yeah, this is my website, Email Realty. So basically my website specializes in renting out your home, selling, or giving classes on how to do it. If you scroll down, if you scroll down the main page, it kind of advertises what we do and how good we are, things like that. And you go back up, we have a news section, about section, sorry, go to about. We also have a news section, but yeah, that about kind of gives a little summary of what our company does. And then you go to news. you know, it kind of gives like the date, like the what's new for you know, real estate, you know, things like in case studies, you know, stories, you know, all things like that. And then if you go to products page, products and services kind of shows what we offer, such as, you know, agents to sell your home, rental preparation or property management. And we also have like some swag like t-shirts and backpacks. And then you go contacts, you know, you can send us an email, call, you know, to reach out to us. And then if you go to marketplace, and in this, you know, you've seen it before. It shows you basically the other companies. So we'll go to Daily Fresh, Huiying's company.
So here's my website. In the homepage, when you scroll down, then you see the news about, and then the content information. When you go to the marketplace, it's same as others. So we both have the links to other companies, and then also have the reviews and the I mean the filter section, and then the checking information. Yeah. So regarding the news about and content, they are just similar to the homepage. Yeah. So that's my website. And then log out. And then it will direct you to the login page.
Okay, that is all for our demo. Thank you for watching.